Going to be lying on your back with hopefully a mat, a yoga mat, and a blanket underneath your back, a pillow for underneath your knees, a pillow maybe for under your head, and another blanket over you. Let's resolve right from the very beginning to make sure that we do not fall asleep throughout this practice. This doesn't mean that we need to be completely conscious either. We're in this state of space between. And we'll be playing a lot with this space between today as we move through this exercise. But it's the space between wakefulness and sleep. So as you resolve to stay in that space and do that consciously, set that intention. Now set your own intention, your own resolution or sankalpa. This could be something that you want to resolve within yourself or within your larger community. It may be maybe it's just a word, peace, joy, acceptance, right, whatever. And it may be a mantra that you already have, that you're already practicing with and already meditating with. So please just come up with a short phrase that you know you can remember as we start to move through our practice. And once you have that phrase, just begin to repeat it silently to yourself. As though you're just memorizing it. And more importantly, that you're paying attention to the phrase. And once you have chosen this phrase, and you've repeated this phrase silently to yourself a few times, imagine that you're placing the phrase aside for right now. And step into your body. First of all, notice how you have placed yourself on your mat, on that blanket underneath you, on the pillows underneath your knees and your head. Right? How you've placed yourself on the earth, where your arms are truly, where your legs are truly, where your neck is in relationship to the rest of your spine. If you feel like in looking at your body and the way you've aligned it, if you feel like you can align the body in a more comfortable way, please feel free to move. I will invite you to stay still throughout the rest of your practice, so do make sure that you are as comfortable as possible in this moment. And now once you have found that, make sure that your palms are turned face up. Make sure that your physical eyes are relaxed. Unclench your jaw and your teeth. Sometimes when you're asked to focus, we tense up the face. Make sure that all of your facial muscles are relaxed. Again, resolve to stay in the space between wakefulness and sleep today. Resolving to stay awake or stay not asleep is a better way to put it. But to stay open to possibility. And now notice your body in relationship to the walls and the floor and the ceiling around your body. Notice how much space there is between your back and the floor beneath you. And while it may seem at first glance that your body is touching the floor entirely, notice that indeed there is space there. Space between the floor and the back of your body. Please step into that space with your awareness, as though you are consciously deciding to be in this space between the back of your body and the floor. Now bring your attention to the front of your body, noticing how much space there is between the front of your body and the ceiling above you. As you notice this amount of space, decide to step into this space between the front of your body and the ceiling above the body. Becoming consciously aware of this space and deciding to consciously step into this space with your attention. Now notice the space below the soles of your feet, below the body and below the soles of your feet, and notice how much space there is between the soles of your feet and the wall beyond the soles of your feet. Consciously aware of this space, step into the space between the soles and the wall beneath the soles. And place your conscious awareness here as well. Rotate your attention up to the crown of your head. And notice how much space there is between the crown of your head and the wall behind your crown. Step into this space, and as you do so, notice that you are now consciously in the space between the crown of your head and the wall behind your crown. And now step into the space between the left wall and the right wall. And the space between your left side body and the left wall, the right side body and the right wall. Notice how much space there is between your body and the left wall, between your body and the right wall. Step into this space consciously, filling up this space with your conscious awareness, so that now you really are in the space between. Repeat your intention silently to yourself and let your intention, your sankalpa, land in this space. The space between the ground and the back of your body, the ceiling and the front of your body, the wall beneath the soles of your feet and the wall above the crown of your head, the left wall and the right wall. Let these words land in this space. As you repeat your sankalpa, imagining that the fertile ground of the subconscious mind is located in this space between. Now bring your attention up to the crown of your head, looking down at your body from the vantage point of right above the crown of your head. See the crown of your head. See your forehead, your eyes, your temples, your nose, your cheekbones, your cheeks. See your mouth and your lips, your jawline and your chin. And then see your throat and the tops of your shoulders. And from the tops of your shoulders, see the fronts of the shoulders. From the fronts of your shoulders, draw your attention down into your biceps, into your elbows, the soft parts of the elbows, into the forearms, the belly of your forearms, into your wrists, into the palms of your hands, and from the palms out into your thumbs, your forefingers, your middle fingers, your ring fingers, and your pinky fingers. From the fingertips, move your attention around to the backs of your fingers and the backs of your thumbs, the back of your hands, the back of your wrists, the back of your forearms, the bonier parts of the elbows, the triceps, the backs of the upper arms, all the way up to the back of the shoulders. From the back of the shoulders, draw your attention across the backs of your shoulders toward your shoulder blades. And from the very top of the back of your torso, draw your attention down the shoulder blades, underneath the shoulder blades, into the upper back ribs. See your back ribs, your upper back ribs. See the upper part of the spine and how the spine and your ribs meet. Walk your attention down the upper spine and down your upper ribs, underneath the lower tips of the shoulder blades, now into the middle ribs and the middle spine. And as you walk your attention down the middle ribs and the mid-spine, walk your attention down into the lower ribs. And from the lower ribs and the lower part of that mid-thoracic spine, take your attention beyond the lower ribs into the lower thoracic spine, into your lower back, into the small of your back and your lumbar spine, to the top of the back of your pelvis. Walk your awareness to the backs of your hips, the back of the pelvis, to the sacrum and the sacroiliac joints, to your tailbone, and then from your tailbone, draw your awareness out to your sit bones. From the sit bones, draw your awareness down through the backs of your legs, your hamstrings, the backs of your knees, your calf muscles, your Achilles tendons, the backs of your heels, the heels themselves, the soles of your feet, the arches of your feet, the balls of your feet, and your toes. From the pinky toes to the fourth toe, the third toe, the second toe, and the big toe. Find all 10 toes with your mind's eye, finding the pads of your toes with your mind's eye, and then wrap your awareness out around from the tips of your toes to the top of the toes. Seeing your toenails, seeing the spaces between your toes, seeing all 10 toes with your mind's eye. Draw your attention up from the tops of your toes to the tops of your feet, to the base of your shins, to the shins themselves, the knees, your quadriceps, the fronts of your thighs, the hip sockets. From the hip sockets, draw your attention across the pelvis toward the pubic bone, toward your hip bones, above the hip bones into the lower abdomen. Bring greater awareness to the lower abdomen, all the way up into your floating ribs. Walking your attention up from the lowest floating rib all the way up to the sternum. From your sternum, finding your sternum with your mind's eye, expand your attention from the sternum out into your floating ribs. Your upper ribs, the ribs attached to your sternum. All the way up to the collarbone and across the collarbone to the shoulders again. From the tops of your shoulders, draw your attention across the top of your torso. And from the tops of the torso, bring your awareness to the sides of your neck. From the sides of your neck, wrap your attention around to the back of your neck, up to the base of the skull, around your ears, to the sides of your head, above the ears, and again all the way up to the crown of your head. Look down now and see from the vantage point of above the crown your entire body. See the front of your body with your mind's eye. See the back of your body with your mind's eye. And now see the space between the back and the front of your body. Step into this space between the back and the front of your own physical body. Step into this space between. Repeat your intention silently to yourself. And let these words land in the fertile ground of the subconscious mind. For right now, located in the space between the back and the front of your body. Repeat your intention. Listen to the words as you repeat your sankalpa. Let these words land in the fertile ground of the subconscious mind, somewhere between back body and front. From the vantage point of your mind's eye again, begin to draw an outline around your body now. Moving this outline from the crown of your head in two equal and opposite directions. Around the outside of the skull, around both ears, tracing your ears with those two lines of awareness. Drawing that line below the ears, alongside the sides of your neck, across the top of the torso, across the outer shoulders, down the outer edges of your arms, the outer elbows, the outer forearms, the outer wrists. Wrap those two lines of attention around your outer thumbs, around each finger in turn from the forefinger, the middle finger, the ring finger, and the pinky finger. Keep drawing those lines, those two lines of awareness around the outer pinkies, the inner edge of your hand, the inner wrists, the inner edges of your forearms, the inner elbows, the inner biceps, and then all the way up so that those two lines come up and underneath the armpits. From the armpits, draw those outlines of awareness around the outer ribs, the upper ribs, the mid ribs, the lower ribs. Keep drawing those lines of awareness underneath your ribs, alongside your torso, alongside the outer hips, alongside your outer thighs, your outer knees, your outer shins, your outer ankles. Keep drawing those lines of attention around the outer edges of your feet, Around each toe, from the pinky toes to the next one, the middle toes, the next one, the big toes. Wrap those lines of awareness around the inner edges of your big toes, the inner edges of your feet, the inner ankles, the inner shins, the inner knees, the inner thighs. And then watch as these two lines that we have been tracing with join to become one at the tip of your tailbone. And once you are there at the tip of the tailbone, look down from the vantage point of your third eye and see the outline you've created. And once you become aware of this outline, this large outline you've created around your own body, notice your breath. And as you breathe, begin to breathe to fill up this outline, as though the breath were the only part of the body that you can really see right now. So rather than looking at the confines of your own skin, look at the outline only. See the outline itself. And as you inhale, inhale to fill this outline with breath. Fill it all the way out into the outline that was around your fingers and around your toes and around the crown of your head. As though you are coloring in the outline with your breath. Spread this color, this breath, this energy, this light into every nook and cranny of this outline you have created with your mind's eye. And now, as you take your next inhale, see if maybe you can expand this outline by breathing even more deeply. So that as you inhale, the inhale remains within the confines of this outline, but the outline begins to open and become wider. The outline begins to expand into the space of this room. Each time you inhale, the outline feels as though it were taking a breath with you, so that the lines themselves expand. And so that the outline itself becomes less and less like the outline of your physical body, and more amorphous, until the outline becomes a circle, expanding evenly and equally, so that the circumference of the circle becomes wider and wider and wider, until it fills the entire room. The circle becomes wider each time you inhale. The outline becomes the breath itself. And now notice the space between that original outline around the physical body and the outline that we have moved much further away from the physical body into the space around the body. Notice the space between that original outline and the outline we have just expanded, and step into this space. The space between the inner outline and the outer line. Step into this space. Repeat your sankalpa silently to yourself. Hear the words that you are speaking. Spell them out with your mind's eye. Read the words with your mind's eye as you spell them out. And place these words in this space between. The space between the original outline around the physical body and this new expanded outline around the body. Step into this space. Let these words land in this space, as though this space were holding the fertile ground of the subconscious mind. Plant these words, this phrase, the look of the words and the sound of the words into the fertile ground of the subconscious mind, located for right now in the space between the outline around your body and the larger outline you've created within this room. And breathe into all of that space. Now bring your attention back to the tip of your tailbone where we left off. Draw that one line now as these two lines have joined to become one at the tip of the tailbone. Draw this one line of awareness from the tailbone all the way up through the sacrum, through the small of your back, through the lower thoracic spine, your mid-thoracic spine, your upper thoracic spine. All the way up and through the neck, through the cervical spine. All the way up and through the brain. Until we come to the inside of the crown of your head. And once you bring that one line of awareness up to the inside of the crown of your head, look down at that one line, moving through the center of your body. And as you see this one line of awareness running from your tailbone all the way through the neck, through the brain itself, and up to the tip of, up to the inside of your crown. See your body divided into separate sides. See the left side of your body with your mind's eye. See the right side of your body with your mind's eye. See the left side of your brain and the right side of your brain. See the left side of your face and the right side of your face. See the left side of your torso and the right side of your torso. The left shoulder, arm, wrist, and hand, and the right shoulder, arm, wrist, and hand. See the left leg and the left foot. See the right leg and the right foot. And now look only to your left. See only the left side. See your left foot, your left shin and calf, your left knee, your left thigh, your left hip, the left side of your belly, the left side of your rib cage, the left shoulder, the left arm, the left hand, the left side of your neck, the left side of your face, the left side of your brain. See only the left side. As you notice yourself breathing, breathe as though you were only left side. Breathe only to the left. And as you see the left side and breathe only to the left, feel only left. Feel left, breathe left, see left, experience left. Now look only to the right. See only the right. See your right foot, your right calf, your right knee, your right thigh, your right hip. See the right side of your lower belly, the right side of your rib cage, your right shoulder, your right arm, your right elbow, your right forearm, your right hand. See the right side of your neck and the right side of your face, the right side of your brain and the right side of the crown of your head. See only the right side, as though you were only right side. As you breathe, breathe only to the right. Breathe as though you were only right side. See only the right. Breathe only to the right. Feel only right side. Feel as though you were right side itself. Experience only right side. See only right. Breathe to the right. Feel only the right side. Experience right side body. Now look left. See only left. Feel only left. Breathe only left. Experience only left. Look to the right. See only right. Feel only right. Breathe only right. Experience only right. Look to the left, see left. Look to the right, see the right. Feel into the left side, feel only left. Feel to the right side, feel only right. Breathe to the left side. Breathe only left side body. Breathe to the right side. Breathe only right side body. And now experience the space between left side and right side. Notice how much space there appears to be between left and right. Step into this space between. Repeat your intention silently to yourself. Listen to these words as you repeat them. Spell them out with your mind and read them with your mind's eye. And now begin to feel the feeling behind these words. Feel the meaning of these words and generate this feeling. Let the feeling of these words, the look of the words themselves, the sound of the words as you listen to these words, let all of that land in the fertile ground of the subconscious mind, now located between left and right. Step into the space between left and right. Repeat your intention, listening, reading the words, feeling the words, letting that land in the space between, in the fertile ground of the subconscious mind. Now bring your attention to your third eye, right in the middle of the brain, behind the inside of your forehead. So that as you are seated in the middle of your skull, you're able to look forward and see the inside of your skull, the inside of the forehead. See the inside of your forehead as a canvas. And as though we are presenting the mind with a slideshow, let's place the following images on the screen of the mind. Picture a green apple, a yellow rose, a red strawberry, purple iris, a lilac bush, a row of evergreen trees, a field of orange poppies, a brown fence, a yellow sunflower, a bouquet of red roses, a pile of silver coins, a golden egg, an ochre robe, a string of meditation beads, a lone palm tree, a sunset, a harbor of sailboats, a cabin in the woods, a pasture of green grass, a turquoise blue sea, a bubbling brook, a new moon, the midnight sky. With your physical eyes very relaxed, picture a campfire, a white sandy beach, purple mountains, snow-covered hills, a white temple, a blue church, a cloudy sky, a full moon, a black horse, a white rabbit, And now begin to picture a rainbow. Place this rainbow on the canvas as we have placed all of the other images. And in that rainbow, pick one color at a time from this rainbow. Think of a cloud and place the red color into this cloud. Watch the cloud turn red and place this red cloud on the canvas of your mind. Now see the color orange. Infuse a white cloud with the color orange. Watch the white become orange and place this orange cloud on the screen or the canvas of your mind. Now pick the color yellow. See a cloud and infuse this cloud with the color yellow, placing the yellow cloud on the canvas of your mind. Pick the color green. Take the green, infuse a cloud with the color green, and place this green cloud on the screen of the mind. Now pick the color blue, a lighter blue. Infuse the white cloud with this light blue color, placing the blue cloud on the screen of the mind. Picture violet or purple. Take the violet out of the rainbow and place this violet color onto this white cloud. See the cloud become violet or purple and place the purple cloud on the screen of the mind. And now picture a white cloud. Placing the white cloud onto this canvas. And as you place this white cloud, let this white cloud envelop the entire canvas so the canvas becomes blank once again. Repeat your intention silently to yourself. Listen to the words. Spell the words out. Feel the feeling behind the words. Now create a visual image to match these words. Place this visual image on the canvas of your mind. Place the image. Place more than one image if you need to. Add color. Infuse these images with color. Add texture. Infuse these images with texture. Add dimension. Infuse these images with 3 dimensions. And now make this image come to life. Repeat these words, listening to the sound of these words. Maybe even spelling the words across this canvas, etching the words into the canvas, reading the words to yourself. Feel the feeling behind these words. Feel the meaning of these words. Infuse this canvas, this visual image and representation of your intention with this feeling. The feeling of your intention already come to fruition. And now stand back. Imagine standing back and look at this canvas from the vantage point of your mind's eye. See the image, feel the image, read the words, listen to the words, and begin to feel a feeling of intentionality around this canvas, around this masterpiece you have created with your mind. And as though you could pick up this canvas as a work of art, please bring the canvas into your own heart, into the heart center. And as you bring this visual representation of your sankalpa into your heart, keep repeating your intention silently to yourself, letting these words, the sound, the look of the words, the meaning of the words, the feeling of the words, the visual image you've created with these words, bring all of that into the space of the heart center. Let this land in the fertile ground of the subconscious mind, now located in the space of the heart. Once you bring your intention into your heart, begin to feel the feelings most often originating from your heart center. Feel a feeling of appreciation for this piece of art you have created. Generate a feeling of appreciation. And let this feeling expand beyond the confines of your heart into your entire body. Expanding down into the ground and expanding up beyond the body into the sky. Expanding well beyond the soles of your feet. Expanding well beyond the crown of your head. Let this feeling of appreciation expand beyond your left arm and your right arm, beyond the left side of your body and the right side of the body, beyond the confines of the body at all, right? Expanding beyond the outline we created earlier around the body. To fill up the space in this room. This feeling of appreciation generated at the heart center. And then let this physical and emotional sensation expand from your heart into the earth, into the sky, into this entire room. Bring your attention back to your heart and generate a feeling of gratitude for this sankalpa, for this visual, meaningful, feeling-filled intention. And as you generate gratitude for this intention, gratitude for something that we can feel has already come to fruition, let this feeling of gratitude expand beyond the confines of your heart center, into every nook and cranny of your body, toward your toes and your fingertips, toward your brain and your crown, toward your ears and your shoulders, your hips, and your belly, toward every nook and cranny in the body and all of the space within the body. And then begin to move this feeling of gratitude beyond the body, beyond your skin, beyond the space directly around your body, beyond the outline you created earlier, into the earth, into the sky, into the four walls around the body. And maybe even let this feeling of gratitude expand beyond the confines of this room that you find yourself in. As you let gratitude and appreciation expand, let your awareness expand with gratitude and appreciation. Beyond the confines of this room, beyond the confines of the building that you find yourself in. See how far you can feel appreciation and gratitude expand from your own heart into the space of your own body, into the space around your body, into the earth and the sky and the room itself. Beyond the room into this building, beyond the building. And watch the feelings of appreciation and gratitude expand well beyond the confines of perhaps even your neighborhood. Now bring your attention back to your heart. Feeling the feelings of love now. Love for the intention that you have set. Love for yourself for being able to receive your intention. Love for the subconscious mind for being open to this intention. Generate a feeling, a physical sensation, as well as the emotional feeling. And let this physical sensation and this emotion expand from your heart into every nook and cranny of your body. From every nook and cranny in your body into the skin itself. From your skin into the space directly around your body, into the outline we created earlier. Then beyond the outline into the confines of this room, into the earth and into the sky. Beyond the confines of this room, into the space around this room, into the building that you find yourself in. Deeply into the earth, deeply up into the sky, and further out, right? Allowing these feelings of love gratitude, and appreciation. Pull your attention out well beyond the confines of your own house, well beyond the confines of your own neighborhood. See how far your attention can travel on these waves of appreciation, gratitude, and love. So that eventually you feel fairly boundaryless. Now notice the space between the furthest most reaches of your own heart and the heart itself. Notice how much space there is between the center of your heart and the furthest most reaches of your heart. Step into this space that is infused with love, gratitude, and appreciation. Step into this space. Magnetize this space. And imagine that you are attracting into this space, the space between your own heart and the boundaryless space beyond the confines of this room, this neighborhood, this community, this state, this country, right? This world. Magnetize all of that space with your intention. And let that intention travel on the radiant energy of love, gratitude, and appreciation. Let your attention travel on those radiant energy lines of love, gratitude, and appreciation. Notice how far your attention reaches. And now start to contract your attention back in. Contract your awareness back in. So that eventually we start to feel this concentrated energy as we move those almost boundaryless limits of our reach, of our heart's reach, back toward our heart on purpose. Contracting one layer in closer, one layer in closer, until we find ourselves back within our own community, back within our own neighborhood, back within the building that our body is housed in, back within the confines of this room, back within the confines of the space around the body, back inside the outline, back inside our own skin, and back in to the inner space of our own physicality. And once you feel that you have stepped back into your body, begin to move your body. Move your fingers, move your toes. Rotate through your wrists, rotate through your ankles. Rotate your shins and your forearms back and forth. Start to massage out and feel your knees and your elbows, responding to that easy movement. Good, and then bend your knees and bend your elbows. Draw your knees into your chest and wrap your elbows around your knees. Begin to rock side to side across the back of your pelvis and across the back of your rib cage, across the space between your pelvis and your ribs, and feel all of that. After rocking side to side, take your hands to your knees and begin rotating your thigh bones through the hip sockets. And as a result, look at your shoulder sockets and notice that you're also rotating your arm bones through the shoulder sockets. Reverse the circle and take it in the opposite direction, moving the thigh bones in the opposite direction to create another circle, noticing that the arm bones are also moving through the shoulders. The Massaging out the hips and the shoulders. Good, and then release your arms out to either side of the room. Take your knees over to the left into a nice easy spinal twist. Bring the knees back up. Bring the knees over to the right. And all the way back up. Knees to the left again. Chest stays open. And back up. Knees to the right again. All the way to the ground. And back up. Good, now roll over to the left into a fetal position. Press yourself all the way up from a fetal position to a seated pose, keeping your eyes closed. Once you are seated, take an inhale, sweep the arms over your head. Exhale, bring your right hand down and reach over to the right with your left arm. Bring it back up, both arms reaching to the sky and over to the opposite side. Do that a few more times. Inhale, rise up. Exhale to one side. Reaching the opposite arm over your ear. Inhale, both arms rise. And exhale, bring your left hand down. Reach your right arm over. One more time. Inhale, both arms reaching to the sky. Exhale, reach over to your right. Your right hand comes to the floor. Left arm reaches. Inhale, both arms rise. Lengthen both sides of the body out. And exhale to your left. Inhale, come back up again and press the palms together into a prayer pose. And bring your hands to your heart center on your exhalation. Once you arrive there, take a deep breath in, filling up your heart with breath. And a passive exhale through the mouth. Inhale into your heart center. And now a strong exhale from the lower abdomen. Exhaling through the mouth. This time, take an inhale and follow it with one Om together on the exhale. Thank you so much for practicing Yoga Nidra today. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.